Hello everyone, I'm Cubastic. Friends, you know that I have a 3D printer and I print puzzles with it, but today's video is special. Because of the puzzle that I printed out, I had created by myself. You know, there's a lot of puzzles on the internet, the 3D model can be downloaded and printed with your 3D printer, but I thought if I can create a puzzle by myself. And of course, I'm not yet experienced enough to come up with some super duper logical riddles, so I went online and found something. But first, I'm going to tell you about the previous puzzle. All you remember it, the puzzle called Black Square. The challenge is to put another small black square in this frame, even though it is already filled with elements. Well, there's another, the second version of this puzzle. It's more complicated, and today it's right here, in front of me. I found this puzzle on the internet, I found the exact sizes of the puzzle elements, I put it all into a 3D modeling program, created each element separately, printed them with my 3D printer, and now this puzzle is in front of me, and I hope that you will see it solving today. But, guys, since I drew this puzzle by myself in a 3D modeling program, it's the only puzzle I know how to solve before this video was made. So, the cameraman is going to solve this puzzle for me today. He didn't expect it at all. Wave to the camera. You weren't ready for that? That's the surprise I have told you about. That's why we're switching spots today, Tigran. Congratulations. Today you're going to show me all the puzzle solving experience you got from the other side of the camera. Let's see how you can handle this puzzle. Sit down. Anyway guys, this is the first time I've ever shot anything like this in my life. Tigran is worried, it's also his first time as a host of the channel. Now you can see how the shooting going on, what's behind me, you can take a look at our studio. Tigran, wait, don't start stalling. Let's try, let's see what comes of this idea. I hope the video will be fun and you will like it. So you can push the like button in advance, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and everything else will do Tigran in this video. Tigran, let's go! Hello everyone! Well, hello everyone, today I'm going to solve an impossible puzzle. Everything is correct for now, great job! Everything is correct except that I'm going to solve this puzzle 3 days in a row or maybe 4. But considering my experience in this puzzle, I didn't solve it, but I saw it, I edited it, I know it. I think it's possible, but it's going to be very difficult. Let's start the timer? Yeah, here we go. The clock is ticking, the task is to put a black square in this yellow field. Oh, look, it can stand like this. We might be stuck here for a long time. No, it can't be here. Tigran, I think you're going to solve this puzzle, because you've seen a lot of puzzles, a lot of solvings. Just remind me, where you've seen the biggest variety of puzzles in your life? I've seen the biggest variety of puzzles in my life at the Cubicle.com store. You know why? Because I've never been able to scroll down the website page. It seems infinite. You're going through and there are so many different puzzles. I didn't even know that such puzzles existed. You can even customize your own Rubik's Cube. Enter promo code Cubastic and get your own discount. By the way, Tigran, if you ever want to visit the site and scroll it down to the bottom, click on the link in the description. Yep. Under this video you can check it out. Exactly. Check the link in the description. Now let's move on to the solving. Okay, look, I'm making progress. I don't know how correct this is, but I did find an element that fits the size of the square. And we can probably build on that. Well, it's not like that anymore, it's like this. There may be some error, but we'll still try. Oh, very close. Interesting moment, there's not a lot here either. And here. It's actually very interesting, I haven't solved puzzles in a while, I've only seen them being solved. I could analyze them in my head, solve them in about 10 to 15 seconds while I was shooting. Turns out it's not that easy. You look, you think it's so easy, fast, you move it here, move it there, and in about 20 seconds you solved it. What could you do for 6 minutes? Tigran. Yeah. What's it like to be on the other side of the camera? It's actually scary and very hard. First of all, I'm afraid of cameras, and second, of solving complicated, impossible puzzles. which I almost solved. Almost. Maybe I was wrong getting caught up on this element. I hope I wasn't. Maybe it's like this? I mean, I used to think it can only be straight. I don't see other options where it might be under the angle. Let's say there's an angle. I put a square exactly on its axis and that's it. And I'm not even trying to do anything new. But that's the point of all the impossible puzzles, that they all have an inconvenient solution. Well, my first clue was supposed to be to try something out of the box. Really? But it's not going to be very helpful. Something tells me this is exactly where you don't have to put a flat corner to a flat corner, because they match perfectly and it can be confusing. So let's say I put it correctly now and I'm like, yeah, I'm moving in the right direction. And when I keep putting the other elements in, I realize that there is a lack of space. I have to do something to turn my mind around, to go beyond that and somehow get them to fit in. Nope. Right now I have to concentrate. What helps Cubastic to solve the puzzles? What helps Cubastic to solve the puzzles? Exactly! Likes! There's a lack of likes. I thought, what's missing? Not enough likes. If there's gonna be a lot of likes, I'm gonna get burst right over here and I can solve the puzzle easily. Great job! Good boy! Everything is perfect. In fact, I see a lot of puzzles. They are in my life and in my head all the time. These puzzles are everywhere, but not in my hands. And that's why I'm suffering right now. And if I had solved a lot of puzzles, I wouldn't have to suffer. I still put the flat corners to the flat corner. I still can't get out of the realm of understanding that it can be out of the box, like this or like this. Now I'm pretty sure that everyone in the comments already solved it, and if you did it, write down how you solved it or how you didn't solve it. I will agree with you anyway. Tigran, 20 minutes, and it's also been 10 minutes since you started to suffer with this puzzle. I'll give you another clue. Okay. All the elements should be located diagonally. All the elements? So, well, I'm guessing this is diagonally, roughly speaking. It's diagonally, but I'm not sure about this hole. But okay. You know, I feel like a little boy who's trying to put a circle in a square and he can't. He rotates it, trying here and here. No matter how hard I try to fill empty spaces, the hardest thing I have to do is to drive it here, into this area, and something tells me that the first thing I need to do is to fill it, despite the emptiness here in this corner. So we're going to try. This might not work. This too. God, I can't figure it out. Okay. Oh, it's interesting. Well, anyway, you see, there are empty spaces too, and it may have implications for the lack of space in the future. This video is sponsored by the Cubicle.com store. Stop the timer! Stop. I'm just... What? I solved it? It's just not diagonal and I just put it in, it fits, and I'm like, that can't be right. Look, actually it's supposed to be here like this. Oh, well, that's much prettier. Well, you see, it's gone bad and I don't get it. Yes, it looks beautiful, like the Umbrella Corp logo. Tigran, congratulations, your first solved puzzle as a host. 23 minutes 49 seconds. Emotions are incredible. I really couldn't think
of the idea of not putting them right in the corner. And so that's where the idea of the puzzle comes from. The point is, if you put it that way, the puzzle can be solved. And you just have to turn it upside down. I can't imagine this situation, this picture, I just can't. And 23 minutes ago, if you showed me, I would have said, well, yes, it solves just like that, I will solve it in 5 seconds. I got high. For me, as a person who wasn't interested in it, puzzles cause incredible emotions. I used to think puzzles could only be interesting for someone who liked it very much, and it can't impress me as well. I thought I was like shooting puzzles, well, it's funny, but it's a whole other level when you solve it by yourself. So you're not just watching as someone solves it, you're doing it yourself, you're straining your brain, and emotions are awesome. Everyone should try it, feel it.
Anyway guys, this was an unusual experience for me. When I was making this puzzle, I thought I wanted to show it to you, but it would be fake if I did it, because I already knew the solution. And this thing happened on the channel for the first time. Tigran helped me, it was a surprise for him, this was a surprise for you, I hope you enjoyed it. Support Tigran as much as possible, now you know that all the videos are created by this man. He shoots and edits and also makes content. It turns out that you did not 50% of this video, you did it almost on your own.
Almost.
Well friends, that was the first puzzle in my life apart from trying to download Photoshop for free.
What?
I sincerely recommend you to solve puzzles, and I learned from experience today that this is actually very cool. I enjoyed solving it, I solved it but with a clue, thanks to Cubastic. I love him very much, he is handsome, he deserves many likes, and he's the best person on the planet. Subscribe to his channel. What? Don't you agree with me? In fact, the best man on the planet is me, Tigran. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Bye everyone and have a good time. Pow.
I'm thinking, why don't you let me solve it? Don't touch it, don't touch it. It's beautiful, I wish I could figure it out by myself. I would explode like, whoa.
Greetings to my mom!
Mom, I'm on TV.